Our episode starts with Krista's mother laying in her bed with bite marks on her wrist. In the previous episode, Krista found out that she was terminally ill and she decided to turn her to prevent her from experiencing a painful death. All of a sudden, a fight breaks out in the room between Krista and Sabine, an assassin sent by the pure blood vampires to get rid of her. The fight ends when Krista hits Sabine with a mirror which goes through her chest. Just as she takes the mirror shards out and threatens Krista, she bursts into flames as Krista reminds her and the audience that mirrors are backed with silver. Agent Collins, who was investigating the death of Krista's brother, who witnessed the whole thing, decides to start shooting Krista, which does nothing. She tells him to back off just to turn around and notice her mother had jumped out the window. Back at Blade's hideout, he is suffering from a wound. He goes to his stash to grab some anti-vampire serum just to notice his stash is depleted. He checks the security cameras and finds Krista had robbed him. At a strip club, Chase is trying to do a business deal. The guy seems to want nothing to do with it and tells her next time Marcus wants to screw him to do it face to face. Another guy in the club tells security to follow her and find out where she's staying. Back at Krista's place, Blade goes through and tries to figure out everything that happened. A battered Krista shows up and tells him she can't find her mother. She then explains everything that happened as much as she could, as she has no clue who the assassin or the cop was or why they were there. Blade decides they need to kill her mother, but Shen tells him if the serum worked for Krista, it could work for her mother. Blade tells Krista that her mother will go to find someplace she'll feel safe. That's when Krista really panics. We then see Krista's uncle in the refrigerator. He hears a sound and grabs a baseball bat to see what it could have been, just to find Lisa curled up on the ground. In the subplot, Chase and the guy from the strip club, whose name is Alex, have a very vague conversation about how they were very close in the past and that he's a pure blood vampire, which made their relationship forbidden. He basically downs Marcus as he wants her for himself, and they almost have rough, angry vampire sex before they stop and have a heart-to-heart about how she doesn't like how Marcus treats her. Back with Krista's mom, her uncle is trying to get through to Lisa, who just stares blankly until he offers to take her home. She then tells him she doesn't feel very well. He goes to call 911, but she hangs the phone up and tells him she needs something to eat. By the time Krista gets there, they find her uncle's body on the ground. Blade decapitates him so that he doesn't come back. We then see Lisa somewhere as she starts to have flashbacks of Krista's turn. It seems to be a storage locker as a security guard walks in. Lisa then attacks him. At Chase's hotel room, apparently the couple do sleep together. As Alex gushes over landing her, Marcus shows up and tells her to leave. Chase then feels rejected when Alex talks down about non-pure blood vampires, clearly forgetting she's one. Blade tells Krista they're going to stake out her brother's grave and hope Lisa shows up. Krista then tells Blade she probably had flashbacks of her being turned and they should head to Marcus's instead. We then see Lisa show up in Marcus's building, hysterical, looking for Krista. Security grabs her and takes her into another room, all while the detective from before sits in the lobby. Krista walks in and sees him and hides. Just then, Lisa is wheeled out on a stretcher. Luckily for Krista, a woman tells the agent that Marcus will see him, which gets him out of the way for Krista and Blade to follow the ambulance with her mother. The agent, after questioning Marcus, later gets stripped of his duties. In the ambulance, the EMT talks way too much to be dealing with a vampire and tells her he's going to inject her with garlic. She vamps out and takes the guys out, leading to the ambulance crashing. When Krista and Blade get there, Lisa is feeding on the EMTs. Blade decides he needs to destroy her, but Krista stops him. Krista tries to plead with her mother to come with her. First, Lisa basically tells her to scram because she's busy, but then guilts her about turning her before going with her. Back with Marcus, Alex shows up with a $4 million check to try to buy Chase's freedom. Marcus tells her she can go, but they must first toast to their new lives. She pours a drink for everyone. Alex then wakes up in Marcus's lab where they use him as a test subject for an experiment. Chase double-crossed him, and the experiment was on a way to destroy pure-blood vampires while not affecting turned vampires, which works as he melts in front of them while Chase is in the same room unaffected. Back with Krista and Lisa, Krista tries to give her mother the serum, but she screams in pain while uncontrollably wanting to feed on Shen. Lisa then escapes her shackles, and the episode ends with Krista pulling the trigger, killing her own mother. Thanks for watching. If you like these recaps, please leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to know every time I update. There is now an option to be a channel member where you'll get access to exclusive recaps from late-night vampire catalogs like Showtime, Cinemax After Dark, USA Up All Night, and much more. If you want to help my channel grow, please check out my Patreon, where members can get exclusive content that can't be uploaded on YouTube, along with download options. Link is in the description.